Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the live call-in show. And obviously, after the disappointment of yesterday's 2-2 draw, feeling doesn't feel too much better a day on, but there's lots and lots of positives to take, despite the fact it did feel like a defeat. You know, I think 10 out of 11 players played very, very well. And it's clear to see that Pochettino tactically has got his house in order. There's clear tactical flexibility, flexed his tactical muscles against Arteta yesterday, outclassed him, in my opinion. So the only thing that slightly let him down was the subs didn't really have the desired effect for us. But having said that, we probably wouldn't be saying that if Sanchez hadn't made that awful mistake. So look, positives to take. Would have taken a point before the game, but I guess that narrative doesn't really run given how the game played out, and we've got every right to be disappointed, but that's got to be progress in itself. The fact that they're walking away from a game against Arsenal, who are a lot further in their process under Arteta than we are under Pochettino, and to say that we've come away with a point and we're disappointed, and they've come away with a point and they're really pleased, goes to show that absolutely is progress, despite the obvious disappointment for ourselves. But as always, people, big up to everyone that's locked in already. Not really, I haven't done a call-in show on a Sunday. Not sure what the numbers are going to be like, but big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you smash the like button, people. It's really important. It helps with the algorithm, so please do hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and we need to get to 40 likes, and then the lines will open for the call-in show. We're on 6 likes right now, so run those likes up. Let's get it to 40, and as soon as we hit that 40 likes mark, people, the lines will open, and you lot can call in and have your say. But please do smash a like. It's really important for the algorithm. It's free. It's a really easy, quick and simple way to support myself and the channel, guys. And of course, if you want to donate via super chat, your comment will 100% be read out, as even though I do try and get through as many as I can. Or if you want to support myself for a small fee of $1.99 a month, then please become a member of the channel. There'll be more members we get. There'll be member-only call-in shows, member-only shows. So hit the link in the description if you would like to become a member. All support is greatly appreciated. So let's get this show on the road. Chelsea not bottom half anymore. Happy about that. Yep. Small steps. We have now climbed up to the lofty heights of 10th. So yeah, long way to continue. Let's keep on climbing. I'm confident next weekend Chelsea will beat Brentford. Yeah, I think we'll beat Brentford next weekend. I've taken one thing again is taken a lot of confidence from that performance. That I now feel a lot more confident heading into the Brentford game. A lot more confident heading into this difficult run of fixtures than I did perhaps prior to yesterday. So that in itself is a big plus. Sanchez first to be blamed / second on that, and third Poch taking off Sterling, Palmer and Mudryk. Well, look, again, we don't know. Look, obviously, Palmer was players were starting to tire. You know, again, it could have had an adverse effect if we'd left them on and they'd, you know, looked tired, made a sloppy error or something like that. Then the exact opposite would be being said. We didn't lose that. We didn't drop the points because of the substitutions. Yeah, of course, the substitutions perhaps didn't help, and I agree with that. It's taken off Mudryk. We kind of looked worse after that. But ultimately, you know, it's the big positive to take is the fact that it's an easy win. 80 minutes, that's an easy win. And we're let down by Sanchez making an awful mistake. And that mistake had been coming all game. The mistake had been coming all game. He was looking very nervy with the ball at his feet. And despite, you know, how good he's been since he's come in, I think he has done well. You always know with Robert Sanchez, there's a mistake in there waiting to be made. There's always a mistake in him right now, and that's got to improve. That needs to change. We can't carry on like that, you know, with that nerviness at the back, you know, not using common sense, not applying common sense to a situation. There's no need to go for that hospital pass to Conor Gallagher. You know, when it's coming up to 10 minutes left, just play it long, read the game, analyze the situation. Like, you know, yes, you've got your principles, but to have to stick to them every single time. You're not going to get sacked if you don't play it out from the back once and you apply common sense to the situation. So from that point of view, obviously, it was disappointing because everyone did their job, everyone to a man, bar Sanchez was brilliant. And Arsenal were lucky. You know, what I was on about pre-game, and I fancied us to win 2-1, it was more kind of hope than anything, but it required Arsenal to have an off day. They did. It required ourselves to have a bit of luck. Maybe the Mudryk goal, yes, you could arguably say that. Penalty was a penalty. I don't agree with the handball rule, but at least there's been some consistency applied by the officials across games this weekend where all 3 incidents like that have been given as penalties. The Everton game, our game, and obviously the Sheffield United, Man United game as well. So at least there's beginning to be some level of consistency there, even though the rule is essentially a load of shit, the handball rule, to make it hard for themselves. But look, I think ultimately, guys, on reflection, we can 100% take a real amount of positives from this game. There's absolutely no denying it. We can 100% be taking a large number of positives from the game. So, yeah, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. It's a shame we've been let down by individual errors, but we shouldn't let that take away from the fact that for 80 minutes, that was a brilliant performance. We played Arsenal off the park. We shackled Saka and Martinelli. Jesus was very quiet. The midfield, there wasn't an awful lot going on. We 100% got the better of the fullbacks with Zinchenko being hooked at half time, and obviously Ben White. We had good joy there. So yeah, look, there a lot of positives, people, a lot of positives, but it's just frustrating that we couldn't see it through, because that would have done us a world of good to have been able to see that through. It really would have done. Arsenal get lucky. Chelsea should beat them. Yeah, no, it's frustrating we couldn't get the job done. Like, our heads dropped and we shit ourselves in that moment. That's ultimately what happened. We didn't have the experience or the know-how of how to see a game out from that situation. That's what cost us in the end. We just didn't have that know-how. Yes, Michael, big up. Sanchez is beginning to show he's not as good with his feet as we think. I think that's fair. Like, he's shown that he can be good with his feet. We saw it at Brighton. We've seen it at times with Chelsea. We've also seen it where, particularly in that Brighton game in the Carabao Cup, it was horrendous, particularly that first half. So, yeah, look, he's not as good as, I don't think he's as good with his feet as we perhaps all thought he was. He's done well. He's done well so far this season. And look, let's discuss Robert Sanchez, because obviously he's coming for a lot of stick yesterday, and kind of rightfully so, because his mistakes have essentially cost us the game, and he's looked very, very nervy at the back. It wasn't a great day for goalkeepers in general yesterday at the Bridge, with David Raya also not exactly covering himself in glory, people. I don't know what it is about Spanish goalkeepers and Chelsea that there seems to be a problem. But Pochettino, obviously, after the game, not throwing him under the bus as you would expect. We are so happy with him. Of course, he's disappointed and upset with his decision, but mistakes happen in football. This goal gave the belief to Arsenal. We can maybe read better the situation, the tempo, the timing. We can take risks on 77 minutes because it's our philosophy, but maybe there is another decision you can take. It's not to blame someone. It can happen. It will arrive with time, when to be calm and when to take risks. And we are still a very young team getting to know each other. And look, of course he's going to say that, but I do agree with him in terms of, you need to learn, and we need to learn fast. When is the right decision to take a risk, and when is the right decision to just get rid of the ball, out for a throw and fucking hoof it upfield, do whatever you need to do. We need to learn that. I thought that would have been obvious yesterday. That wasn't the right thing to do. The mistake had been waiting to happen, and that has to improve. Yes, we're a young team, but that doesn't excuse making poor decisions as a goalkeeper. And I think we're going to see more and more of this throughout the season, because the modern day philosophy now for a goalkeeper is to play it out from the back, be good with your feet, etc. We're going to see more of that. I'm not saying we have to abandon our principles of play. Yes, play out from the back, but in certain situations, at certain points during a game, read the game, read the situation, and act accordingly. Don't feel that you've got to constantly pass out from the back. I completely disagree with that. Obviously, I thought Gusto was brilliant yesterday. Yes, he had the one lapse in concentration where he was sleeping at the back stick, and ultimately Trossard gets the equaliser, but he didn't have a bad game at all. I thought he was very, very good. We could compete. Nonetheless, those errors make a difference. Yeah, exactly. And what I would say about Arsenal is, despite how shocking they were, and that wasn't because they were just shit, it's because we played really well as well, is that they've got a bit of a different determination and a bit of a different steeliness about them. At Arsenal of old a few years ago, you knew at 2-0, that was shut up shop. That was job done. There was no chance they were coming back. That they got a sniff at 2-1. That gave them belief. That gave them confidence, and they suddenly were rejuvenated. They were suddenly rejuvenated. So, yeah, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, like, we've made the mistakes, but it is confidence, and gives you great confidence and belief that, what, we can actually move forward as a team. We can take positives out of the performance, and we can take positives from the fact that, what, I think we can go toe to toe on our day with most teams in the league and give them a very good game. That's kind of where we're at right now. I did gain confidence from that. So, yeah, look, let's wait and see. But you know what? It was a lot better than any of us, I think, were expecting pre-game. I don't think anyone expected that game to transpire how it did. Yeah, they were. Martinelli and Saka were in the pockets, mate. They were locked down. They were locked down. Martinelli had a bit of a better game than Saka. Yes, Saka obviously put the assist in for the Trossard goal, but like, they offered nothing. I know Saka probably isn't fully fit. Maybe Martinelli's not fully fit, but that was Arsenal's best team, bar Thomas Partey in the midfield, and we more than equipped ourselves, and we were comfortably better than them. So, yeah, look, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating, because that we should have been talking about a statement win, but instead we're talking about a very good performance, but let down by individual mistakes. And how many times in the past have we said that? No, I completely disagree with that. I'm not saying I'm going to come top 4, but I do believe that if that 5th place becomes available for Champions League, and we'll find out in January, I absolutely think that we are more than capable of getting there. We are more than capable of getting there. I really do believe that. If we can carry on like this, continue to develop, get better as the season goes. This is building. You can see the ideas, you can see the philosophy behind it. And look, this is an exciting project. It really is. Yeah, of course. Yes, DJ Smokey, big up. Hope you're good, brother. I completely disagree. We don't have no chance against these teams. People said we had no chance against Arsenal. We turned up and put that performance in. No one's expecting us to beat City. No one's expecting us to probably beat Spurs if they continue their good form. And probably people don't expect us to get much from Newcastle. And do you know what? Like, football's not played on paper. Otherwise, what's the point? Let's just go home and not bother with any of these games. Call the game off yesterday because Arsenal are a better side than us. It's not how it works. This is a team in building. The best is yet to come. No, I agree. The best is yet to come. Of course it is. And you look at the comparisons between where Arsenal are at right now and where we're at right now under Pochettino. And do you know what? It's night and day in terms of how early into this process we are. My question is, should it be allowed? What is going on there? Fuck you now. We're only 9 games in. There's a long way to go. Yeah, there absolutely is. There absolutely is a long way to go. A lot of things can change. A lot of surprise results can happen. A lot of injuries can happen. All sorts can go on. But I think another big positive as well from yesterday is that we put in that level of performance. There's no Christopher Nkunku. We had no Axel Disasi, who's been playing as a first-choice centre-back this season. We had no Reece James from the start. And we had no Ben Chilwell, who's also our first-choice left-back, or Levi Colwill, or whoever you want to call it. 3 of the first-choice back 4 weren't there. So, yeah, big positive to take you. But on Sanchez, look, obviously he needs time. We don't know how good Petrovic is. Petrovic is waiting in the wings. Maybe we'll see him against Blackburn in the Cup, because if we can't see him, then I don't know when we're going to see him. But yeah, look, Sanchez can't keep making mistakes like that. He really can't. No, it's vital that he fixes up fast, because otherwise he will have to be out. It's as simple as that. He really will have to be out if that continues, because you just can't do that. If you want to be a Chelsea goalkeeper at the highest level, then we need to see less and less of those mistakes. Have to see less of those mistakes. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. We should have done better. We had to do better. We needed that win desperately. So we didn't get it, but life goes on, unfortunately. What else have we got? Wait till we have a full squad. Well, yeah, of course, with a full squad will be better, and more players are coming back from injury. But look what we're doing at the moment with not a full squad available. We are doing well. The goal wasn't really Gusto's fault. He was excellent yesterday. Look, look, it's not solely his fault. Of course, you can look at could we have blocked the cross, could we have done better, but ultimately he's not aware of the danger behind him. It's as simple as that. He is not aware of the danger behind him. No, I think that's almost impossible, if I'm honest. Bowley is going to need to spend on a centre forward. Yeah, no, he is absolutely. I think Ivan Toney is the primary target in January. That's probably the one thing that I'd say is missing from this team at the moment. You know, we haven't got a killer instinct in front of goal still, particularly from a centre forward. So yeah, look, let's try and let's try and get that sorted. You know, if we can bring in Ivan Toney, let's get it done. Let's get it done. I've got no idea what Graham Potter's going to do next. He won't be short of offers. So let's wait and see. I'm going to get onto Cucurella, but he was superb yesterday, absolutely brilliant, as he has been for the last 3 or 4 games. If you had the opportunity, would you start Petrovic? No, I wouldn't, because like ultimately the investment's been put in Sanchez, and to say that he's not good enough after 8 games is not really enough time to make an assessment. Yes, he's made costly errors, but you know you have to stick with him. So if he continues to make errors, though, then absolutely put Petrovic in. But for me personally, the time to see Petrovic will be in the Carabao Cup against Blackburn. That'll be the time to see him. So no, I wouldn't put Petrovic in until then. But if Sanchez were to make a mistake against Brentford or something, and a mistake against Spurs or whatever, then yeah, absolutely, there's a conversation to be had. But he knows full well that he's at fault. He doesn't need reminding that you know he wasn't good enough yesterday. He knows that. So yeah, you know, let's wait and see what happens with him. But look, he has started reasonably well his Chelsea career, but at the same time, you know, that distribution has got to improve massively because it is very, very poor. You know, you can't be making mistakes like that. You can't be doing things like that. You know, it just invites so much pressure onto the team. We just can't do it. Yeah, he was good. After the weekend's performance, we will scare teams. I mean, Osimhen, I'd rather have Ivan Toney. I'll be totally honest. I would rather have Ivan Toney. Cucurella left back from now on. Well, look, again, you know, this is more headaches. You know, Disasi misses out for 1 game because perhaps he's not fit enough. Colwell and Silva have a good game at the back together. Cucurella has a very good game at left back. You're thinking, like, all of a sudden, well, does Disasi get back in? You know, that it's good problems to have. Good problems to have. I don't really want Toney, good player, but what's the point in Jackson? No, of course, there's always a point there because you need options. You need options, you know. You can't just have Jackson, you know. It doesn't mean we can't sign another forward, you know. We desperately need options. And again, it's too early for rash statements like this, in my opinion. It might not be good enough now, but we can't make a assessment after 8 games that Jackson's not good enough. Like, we've seen positives from him. You know, he's raw. He's a handful. He holds the ball up well. He's got pace. He runs the channels well. He links play up well. Like, we can't be saying that like players aren't good enough after 8 or 9 games of the season. You know, will Jackson turn out to be good enough? We don't know, but we can't be making that decision after 8 or 9 games. You know, yes, he should have done a bit better yesterday with a couple of chances, but you know, he's still young. So I mean, I have to say that I completely disagree that Sanchez he's not good enough. I don't agree with that at all. And he will continue to improve. But, you know, we do need to bring in a centre forward. It's very clear. I understand Sanchez was being good, but against Arsenal, you do that. It's unacceptable. I can't forgive him for giving my brother a voice after all that good fight from the boys. Yeah, look, it was obviously it wasn't good enough. Of course, it not. Like, we all know that. You know, we obviously not going to keep saying it because we know it wasn't good enough, and we know that he needs to fix up sharp. So, yeah, it's just inviting that unnecessary pressure onto the team. But even then, though, guys, even at 2-1, where, you know, he's invited the pressure on, we still have to do better as a team and see that out. We still have to see that out. Even at 2-1, you know, it was 2-1 with 7 minutes to go. You have to see that out. Lack of experience, heads dropped, you know. You've got to see it out. It really is as simple as that. By the way, guys, keep smashing the likes. We're on 13 likes. We need to get to that 40 like mark, and then the lines will open for the call-in show. So please keep smashing the likes. It's free. It takes seconds, guys, and it really helps boost the algorithm, push the content out to more people. It's free. It takes seconds. So please do that, guys. I do greatly appreciate it. And also, I'm one subscriber away from 6.6K, guys. So if one of you people in the building is not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We are one subscriber now from 6.6, edging closer to the 7K mark. So please do smash that like button, people, and subscribe if you're new around here, because we're one subscriber away. We need one of you to hit that subscribe button, and then we'll get to the 6.6K. If we get back in Champions League next season, should bring better number one. And we're not. Look, I said this at the time, and I took a bit of stick for it. We aren't signing a number one in the summer. Sanchez is the investment. You know, Sanchez and Petrovic are going to be the goalkeepers. So unless he keeps being shit, then he's not going to be replaced. And I said it at the time, and I still fully believe that. On Jackson, he should be our backup striker. Yeah, no, I agree that he's not ready to lead the line on a week in, week out basis for Chelsea. But to say that he's not good enough is not fair after 8 games. No. This is so negative. Like, we don't need to accept mediocrity or anything like that. No, we're not the Chelsea of old. You know, it's a new Chelsea. Times change, times move on, things evolve. And we're building something different. We're building something different. So, yeah. No, I didn't think that at all. It's the first I've heard of anyone saying it either. So, yeah. I don't see that at all. But yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that now. You know, we've done the bulk of the signings. We need to add a centre forward now, and then it's just a case of kind of one in, one out basis from that point onwards. Yeah, we need the experience coming in for sure. What a game Sledge have done it for 80 minutes with them mistakes, but I think we might only be only defeated ones in the difficult games, but all the others I'm expecting wins. Yeah, look, I think we've got a lot more positives, a lot of positives to take out the game. You know, loads of positives to take out the game for sure. Sanchez, I wouldn't say he was at the beginning of his goalkeeping career, but look, certainly at 25 years of age, goalkeepers definitely develop at a later stage of their careers. They develop older, so their prime's not going to be at like 25 to 28 like outfield players. It can be late 20s going into 30s for goalkeepers in their prime. So yeah, look, for sure, he can certainly improve, but those mistakes have got to be cut out. Jackson can be good enough, but needs to be hungry in front of goal. Yeah, sure. You know, he needs to work on his finishing. He needs to be a bit more ruthless in front of goal. But again, these are things that can develop, and these are things that, you know, we can see improve over time. But maybe he would be better right now to be a bit of an understudy striker rather than leading the line every single week. That's just kind of that would be how I see it. But yeah. Yeah, Tony in January. Yeah, look, for sure. The peak for a goalkeeper is definitely later. But yeah, that's obviously my thoughts on the goalkeeping situation, people. But in terms of everything else, you know, obviously got the Mudryk goal, which is brilliant. Really, really good to see. Yeah, there were a lot of positives. There were a lot of positives. Conor Gallagher again was outstanding. The midfield balance looks really good. Like, it's so frustrating because everything was great apart from Robert Sanchez, and that's just a shame. And as soon as that happened, we just let our heads drop completely. And you know, you're always asking for trouble in that sense. You know, we're lucky in a way that the game didn't go on for another 10 minutes, because if it had gone on for 10 minutes more, then we would have lost. I'm convinced we would have lost if that had happened. So yeah, you know, that's the reality, and we have to get better at seeing games out, at managing games. That's what we got to work on as a team, and you know, we will get there, guys. We'll get there, But we just got to be a little bit more patient. But that was a huge step in the right direction. I don't think it'd be emphasized how big a step in the right direction that really was yesterday. Jackson needs to stop dribbling in the box and take that one shot. Same to Sterling. We can't only have Palmer scoring. I really think Arsenal are shit. Our second team out. Well, I wouldn't say it was our second team. We were missing a few regulars, of course, but we did outclass them. Sure, expecting Chelsea to finish top 4. No, we are absolutely good. Look, the old Chelsea is not going to come back, but a new Chelsea can form, and there were shades of the Chelsea of old for sure. 100% there were. But excuse me. But at the same time, guys, we just got to be patient. But yeah, there were signs of the old Chelsea for sure. And there were signs of what the new Chelsea is going to be. Tactical fluidity from Pochettino, players knowing their role, a clear game plan, a clear identity. These are all things that we've been, crying out for a long time. So, it's good to see those starting to come into play, come into fruition. So yeah, let's wait and see what does happen on that front. But look, I think we can absolutely be very positive from our situation, people. I think we can be. I think we absolutely can be. So yeah, let's wait and see on that one. Great game yesterday. Top 6 expect. Yeah, it was a great game yesterday. Obviously, not so great for us throwing it away in the last 10, but of course, once the dust has settled and you're a bit more level-headed, it was a very good performance yesterday. Top 6 has to be the absolute minimum. We need top 5. It's going to take at least. No, I wouldn't be. Look, it's impossible to say how long it's going to take. Yeah, yeah, of course. Maybe it could take that long, but I think it'll be sooner than that. I think it'll be sooner than that. Yeah, and we will. What about our midfield? Yeah, the midfield's clicking well. Gallagher was brilliant yesterday. Look, the Arsenal midfield that everyone's been going on about. Rice was all right yesterday. Fair play to him, but nothing special from Jorginho. And Odegaard was anonymous. Him, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, etc. Those man were all locked down. No, look, obviously we can't keep dropping points. That is absolutely true and absolutely fair, for sure. But look, I see us finishing higher than 8th. You've got to remember, guys, we've played 8 or 9 league matches. We like it's not a lot. It's not a lot of games. So yeah, we absolutely can do better, and we will do better, and we will continue to climb the table. We absolutely will do that. So, I feel like we'll finish higher than 8th. I said at the start of the season we'll qualify for the Champions League, and I'm not changing my mind. I'm not changing my mind on that. But let's move away from the Robert Sanchez stuff. By the way, guys, how many likes are we on so I can open the lines up soon? 22 likes. Guys, we need 18 more likes. So keep smashing the like button. If you're in here now and you've not hit a like, come on, guys, let's get them. Let's get this together, people. Let's get this together. 18 more likes required. Please smash the like button. It's really important. And also hit that subscribe button as well if you are new round here. Guys, let's get these likes up because I want to chat with you, but there needs to be a trade-off. There needs to be a trade-off, people. So if you can help me get the likes up, then the lines will open quicker and we'll get some people on the show. So yeah, guys, keep smashing the like button. Let's get these likes moving. We need 40 points quickly. We're not going to worry about 40 points or whatever. We just take each game as it comes. But yeah, lots of positives, lots to be excited about, and definitely lots to look forward to. I fully believe that. Let's talk about Mikhailo Mudryk, because I took a little bit of stick in the preview show for wanting all 3, Mudryk, Sterling, and Palmer to start. Yeah, they did all start, but we obviously didn't expect Jackson not to start. But let's get the Mudryk stuff up. So What we're saying here is this Mudryk on Chelsea. So this is Mudryk on the Chelsea support. You know, the supporters are really taking to him. You know, a standing ovation again yesterday. It was amazing to share this moment with our fans and against Arsenal, especially. He knows, he knows. It was a special moment. I really appreciate their support a lot. It means a lot to me to score at Stamford Bridge, especially because I can share this moment with them. It's special. I liked this moment, and I want to have these moments more and more. We all do. We all do. Yeah. 2004-5 home shirt. I got the Carling Cup final. I don't really know why I bought the Carling Cup final one, but yeah, that was from the first Carling Cup, the first trophy that we won under Mourinho. It's a sick kit. Super Frankie Lampard on the back, number 8. Yeah, I've had this for what, since 2004. So I've had this shirt nearly 20 years, and it still fits me. So yeah, great shirt. But yeah, I'm bang back into collecting my shirts again. So yeah, it's all good. What we saying? When Wesley comes back, do you think we'll sell a cab? Who's a cab? Oh, you mean a centre back? Oh, right. Well, Chalobah's going to go. So then after that, Silva, it could be his last year. So no, I don't think we will need to sell anyone. Do you think Mudryk will be next? No, we got to stop doing. We got to stop doing this kind of this tags thing, putting tags on people. Oh, next Messi, next Hazard, or whatever. He's going to be Mikhailo Mudryk, and if he can do anything near what Eden Hazard can do, fantastic. But we got to stop putting tags on players, guys. 32 in the building now. The numbers are starting to pick up now. Poch substitute. Yeah, no, yeah. The substitutions weren't ideal. I fully agree with that. The substitutions weren't the best. I think that's a perfectly fair thing to say. The subs were not the best. You know, there's no denying it. But look, we move on, people. But Mudryk, again, I just want to talk about Mudryk because it's great to see. You know, I've been a Mudryk backer from day one. You know, I was lucky enough. I was up at Anfield last season and we saw that 15-minute cameo. I believe in the kid. I think there's so much ability there. Yes, he's raw. He's got talent. But you know, we're now starting to see it. And all I've ever said, right, about these young players: work hard, get your head down, train well, and just give them a run of games and they will repay you. Confidence in football is massive, and confidence in young players particularly is huge. And we're now seeing Mudryk started the last kind of 3 or 4 of the last 5 games. He didn't start against Burnley, and he's impacting games now, scoring for the Ukraine as well. A couple of goals for Chelsea. You know, things are going in the right direction, and I'm really, really pleased to see him starting to do well, to show people the ability that he's got, and he's going to be a really, really key player for us, guys. He's going to be massively important. And you know, on his goal yesterday, he was saying that, like, I mean, look, in the stadium, it kind of like when he saw it in real time in the ground, I was like, did he mean that? Was it a shot or whatever? And he was saying afterwards, it was something in the middle between a cross and a shot. Before the game, our goalkeeping coach, so Tony Jimenez, told me to look at their keeper because sometimes he is trying to read things and he can just lose the goal, so I can chip him. So it was something I knew and I kept it in my head. I went for something between the cross and the shot, and it was a good decision. So look, fair play to him. You know, I think it's probably right what he says. It is somewhere in the middle, but yeah, look, Mikhailo Mudryk is becoming a really, really important player for Chelsea, and you know, that's it's great to see. And I think this guy's only going to get better and better. I think he's only going to get better and better. There's no doubt in my mind about how good that he can become. He can become anything he wants to be. He really does have that much ability. What else have we got in here? Yeah, no, we are still missing a striker. We need to be realistic and celebrate that result yesterday. We are a team in transition, have a bright future. You know, obviously, look, criticize Sanchez where it's due, but yeah, of course, we are. Look, we look. There's definite positives to take, as I've said all along. Very confused about Lavia because Gallagher is really proving himself, and we all know Nkunku will walk into this team. Lavia will be a rotation option. It'll be a rotation option. Mudryk is a star. Good to have him in our team. Yeah, 100%. No, big up for the support, guys. We've now hit the 6.6k subscribers. Doesn't mean you should stop subscribing, though. Doesn't mean you should stop subscribing, people. Keep subscribing. But yeah, love for all the support as always, guys. 6,600 subscribers now, which is great. Great to see. But yeah, if you're new around here, guys, hit the subscribe button, people. Hit that subscribe button. And how many likes away are we from the 40 likes mark? We still need 14 more people. 32 locked in. There's definitely 14 of you in here probably that haven't hit that like button. So as soon as we hit 40 likes, the lines will open for the call-in show. So please run the likes up, people. It's free and it takes seconds. So come on, guys, do your thing. Do your thing. Support the channel. Help boost the content. Sanchez, like Mendy, can't kick a ball. I don't think it'll cost us many points, but certainly, he's cost us points so far. There's no denying that. I'm happy Mudryk scored against Arsenal. Yeah, agreed. Look, Kepa has not got a future at Chelsea now. Obviously he wants to stay at Real Madrid if he can, and the club want to move him on. So yes, I don't think Kepa plays for Chelsea again. Poch is making some sub mistakes, but the players are being coached into a team. Yeah, look, he's making a few mistakes for the substitutions, agreed. But look, we look like we're starting to look more and more like a team now, which is a big plus. It's a bit of a myth that he was third choice. He wasn't third choice. There was some sort of falling out with De Zerbi, and he wasn't getting picked. But he was undisputed number one under Graham Potter and played some really good stuff. So yeah, look, he was poor yesterday. No denying it. No denying it at all. But on the whole, he's actually been all right for Chelsea. I had a game the other day. Had last season's yellow kit on. Number 8 and helped my team win. Good stuff, bro. Good shot. Last season's yellow kit. Oh, you mean the third kit? The third kit, you mean? Or you mean the 2 seasons ago yellow kit? Good stuff. We need world-class goalkeeper. Look, again, the goalkeeper thing is I would agree that Sanchez is not world-class, but look, I don't see us signing another goalkeeper. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, guys. Thank you for all the support. All started. Yeah, 100% agree. No denying it. Yeah. Look, you need options. You need good options. You need good squad rotation options. So yeah, look, 100% people. I agree, guys. We need those options. Love. So thank you, guys. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, look, 100%. Like as soon in the stadium, as soon as it went 2-1, I said we're not winning this game. I knew we weren't going to win the game because you just know that right now we're not at a position where we're able to see games out, and that is really frustrating. Thoughts on the part, Jackson? Look, he should do a bit better. Maybe a striker with more experience, more composure, goes for the dinked finish. Palmer, he just didn't have. I think didn't quite have enough time to do what he wanted to do. If we're talking about the one where David Raya gives it to him, but we're also inches away from going in at half time, 2 goals up anyway. Because that Palmer shot that just goes past the post as well. Look, he's playing very well at the moment. First start at left back this season, locked down Saka like it was COVID still. Like it was good. It was very good from him. And the redemption arc for Marc Cucurella is wonderful to see. It really is great to see because he's had a tough time so far. He has had a tough time so far. But look, he's proving that he's a good player and he's getting a run of games now and he's finally showing what he can do. So look, I think he should continue to play, but we've got options now. Do we stick with the same back line against Brentford? Reece James probably comes in, I'd imagine, but does Colwell go back out to left back? Does Cucurella get dropped and we bring Disasi back in? Disasi's been great this season, but suddenly you miss a game and you're like thinking, well, does he get back in? Does he continue with Cucurella? So, yeah, decisions to be made. Am I the only one who wasn't annoyed with Poch's subs? Look, I think the subs thing is look, I don't get why he keeps taking Mudryk off because every time we take Mudryk off, we seem to look worse as a team. But again, as I said at the top of the show, bro, I'm not sure you might not have been here at the start, but like no one's talking about the subs if Sanchez doesn't make the mistake. Do you know what I mean? So like it's a bit of a reactionary take in my opinion. Yes, the subs didn't really help us. But if Sanchez doesn't make the errors, then we're not even having this conversation at all. If it wasn't for the first goal, we were in control. We let them back into the game. Of course we did. As a fan, I'd rather help build a player up than tear them down. No, of course. I'm not about tearing players down at all, but criticism and conversation about certain players when they don't perform well does need to be had. Otherwise, you're not being objective as a fan. You can't just bury your head in the sand and be like, oh, he's still developing. Yeah, maybe he is still developing, but you still have to be criticised when you make mistakes. What else is going on here? I don't know why I'm starting to realise. Yeah, no, fair enough. People have got players that they enjoy, but yeah, no, Felix wouldn't be it in this team. I fully believe that. No, I never said I was accepting points being dropped. I never said I was accepting that. I don't know why people think that supporting a player means you're accepting dropping points like through their mistakes. That absolutely isn't the case. But look, I mean, the alternative is we put Petrovic in, and maybe Petrovic will come in at some point in this season. Maybe he does, but no one's accepting mistakes. And if you keep making mistakes, you won't be in the team. It's as simple as that. So yeah, no, I'm by no means accepting mistakes, people. Definitely not accepting mistakes. What else is going on in the chat right now, people? I'm not confident for Brentford can't see us. No, do you know what? I do feel confident for Brentford. We play like that. We play like that. And we'll win a lot of games. No, I appreciate it. Thank you, mate. Thank you. But I mean, you can't say. How can you say someone's hit their peak and they're 25 years old? If you don't rate Sanchez, that's cool. But let's not start kind of like making things up that he's hit his peak at 25. He's bad on the ball, sure, but you can definitely improve that. I'm not giving up on him. It's annoying that he keeps making mistakes. Of course it is, and you can't do that at this level. But I wouldn't say I totally disagree that he's past his peak. That's nonsense to me. Guys, we're still only on 28 likes. So I do want to speak to a few of you on the call-in show. So let's get these last 12 likes knocked off, guys. Please hit that like button, people. It's not hard to do. It's free. It takes seconds, and yeah, it massively helps out. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and I'm greatly appreciative, as always, of all the support the channel receives, and I receive myself. And it's great when people come up to me and say hello at games, etc., etc. So if you do ever see me out and about, then yeah, do come and say hi. It's great to speak to some of the people that obviously get involved in the chat and support the channel. So yeah, guys, run the likes up. Really simple thing to do, and it takes seconds, and then we can get this show on the road. I mean, look, they didn't go for a cheap option to fund Brighton. Yes, they've gone for a cheaper option. Now, only time will tell whether that's going to be the right decision. We can't be making a decision after 8 games, is the point. Was laughing at Raya the whole game. Look, Raya again didn't do the best either. Another goalkeeper that we were linked with, and he wasn't ideal. Petrovic's play against Blackburn. Yeah, exactly. Look, we're never going to know how good Petrovic is unless he plays, and it doesn't look like he's going to play in any Premier League games unless Sanchez gets injured or carries on his terrible form. So yeah, look, Petrovic should be playing in a Carabao Cup. Simple as that. Second line, they're both good at saving, but cannot kick the ball. Yeah, look, again, similar in those situations. Agree that they are very similar with their traits on that one. But look, let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see if he starts to improve or not. But we do need an improvement, and we do need those mistakes to be cut out. It really is as simple as that. Those mistakes need to be cut out. They have to be. So yeah, let's Let's hope they are. Let's hope they are, people, because we can't keep making mistakes from a goalkeeper and end up costing us points. We can't keep doing that. Nah, appreciate it. Appreciate the support, bro. It's good to see us competing well again. Yeah, do you know what? It was great to be in a game where we actually competed with teams at the top level. Didn't look out of place. Didn't get outclassed. So yeah, you know, that was great to see. That was great to see. Again, Carabao Cup. Yeah, I said at the start of the season I would take the Carabao Cup. We need to add some sort of silverware this season. The Carabao Cup is definitely very, very attainable. Yeah, Manyan would have been great. I think too expensive for what we were looking to do. Probably didn't want to leave AC Milan either. Again, maybe we'll go back and look at him. Who knows? The draw feels like a loss because of the circumstances. We all would have taken a draw before the game. I understand that narrative doesn't really run, but you know we would have all taken the draw before the game. Yeah, Palmer had an opportunity where it just whistled wide. Great shot, and then obviously you could say should he have done better with the ball when it's given to him by Raya. Chelsea's put, yeah, of course. All footballers make mistakes. Footballers are human; they'll make mistakes, but you know it's how you react to those mistakes. We can't be, you know, those mistakes being made week in, week out. You can accept a mistake because everyone makes them, but when it happens on a regular basis, that can't happen. That absolutely can't happen when you do it on a regular basis. So, yeah, we have to hope that he improves and those mistakes are cut out. Yes, True Blue Clay, pick yourself up, brother. People keep smashing the likes. We need 7 more, and then the lines will open, and we'll take a few calls. What are we on? 31 likes, guys. Come on, people. We need some more likes. We're almost there now, guys. This shouldn't be that difficult to do. Think of it as your entry fee to the stream. It's free content. It's all fun. I enjoy interacting with you. Let's get these last 8 likes knocked off. Come on, people. No, we're not getting another goalkeeper. No chance. I think in January, the only thing we'll do are outgoings and a centre forward if we can get it. If we can get who we're looking for. So yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It is gonna be tricky, but you know, yeah, January for me will just be a forward if anyone else at all. Yeah, we need that Pochettino trophy. Would be still happy with top 6 in Europa League football. The target's always the Champions League. The target's the Champions League, and whilst we're still in contention for it, that should remain the target. Only when that doesn't become the target, only when that becomes not possible, then the target will change. Yeah, no, I agree. Petrovic should be playing in the Carabao Cup. He has to. Yeah, no, of course, 100%, 100%, and it's about not reading the game situation properly. It's about not making the right decision in that moment. It's about realizing that you don't have to, you shouldn't be abandoning. You can abandon your principles of play when the moment dictates it. You can't make mistakes. You have to read the game better. You have to read the situation better. And he didn't do that. He didn't do that. So, yeah, you have to do better. It really is. I know it sounds obvious, but you do have to do better. It's as simple as that in my view. You have to do better, guys. So, yeah. Anyway, how many likes are we on now, people? 33. We need those final 7. Do you know what? I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to go for hours on this, by the way. So what I will do is open the lines. Now, I haven't even discussed Cole Palmer yet, who again was brilliant yesterday. But keep smashing the likes, people. Keep smashing those likes. Get it up to 40. I'm going to pin the link. I'm going to pin the link in the chat now, and we can have a conversation with a few people should they wish to come on. But guys, let's get this to at least 40 likes if we can. We are almost there now. We are almost there, people. Let's get those 40 likes going. 5 more, guys. 5 more. The link is now in the chat, and I'm going to pin it to the top of the top of the chat. I'm going to pin this message now to the top of the chat. And guys, message is now pinned. So people, keep smashing the like button, and the lines are now open. so you can come in and have your say, guys. Yeah. Heritage. The Carling Cup. This one of my favourite Chelsea shirts. Simple, nice badge, Umbro, Fly Emirates. Just a classic. And obviously the legend himself, Super Frank, on the back. We've got the Zola in the background. We've got the signed shirt from this season from the first team squad. It's all good, people. But yeah, guys, the link is now pinned to the top of the chat. So please do come on through, people. Please do come on through. I'll obviously carry on speaking about various things, guys. But yeah, come on through, people. Come on through. Poch had his tactics right and stopped goons from playing football. Yeah, exactly. The only thing that let us down was individual mistakes. Like we can't allow the result and the individual mistakes to overshadow the fact that for 80 minutes, that was an easy win against an Arsenal side that everyone's raving about, going for the title, just beating Man City. That was an easy win for 80 minutes, and we were let down by individual mistakes. So we shouldn't let that overshadow the fact that this was a good performance, and there were a lot of positives to take. 100%. We shouldn't let that shouldn't be detracted. That should not be detracted at all. So yeah, what else we got going on here? But yeah, look, do you know what it is, guys? I'm happy to see us play as a team. Yeah, we are starting to come together as a team now. As I say, clear identity, clear tactics, players knowing their role, players performing well. Yeah, lots of positives, people. Lots and lots of positives. On next season, Chelsea kit, would you get it with? Well, next year there's not going to be a choice next season, because I don't think they're going to be offering sponsorless and sponsored shirts every season. This was just a unique one-off situation, I think. Look, if they do, then fair play. But this kit looks decent with a sponsor on, and I probably will get this kit with the sponsor on it as well, because why not? Why not? But yeah, guys, let's talk Cole Palmer. Again, superb, fast becoming probably one of the most important players in the squad at this point in time. Yes, there's improvements for him to still make, but Pochettino is very pleased with him. And you know what? He was brilliant yesterday. Again, coolness personified from the penalty spot. It's great. The gaffer absolutely delighted with Palmer as well. What else have we got going on here? Let's get this up on the screen. So Poch was saying that he's an unbelievable player. He is so young, but is so open to learn. He showed his personality is strong. Yeah, of course, with a penalty situation as well, holding ground. It's brilliant to see. Brilliant to see. I never expected him to have the impact that he had, but if he carries on like this, £42.5 million for Cole Palmer, is big. That's mad. That's mad. That looks like such a bargain. It really does. It looks like an absolute bargain. It looks like a bargain. But yeah, guys, as I said, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the chat. It's on screen here. So guys, you want to call in and come and have your say, then please do that. It'll be great to speak to. It'll be great to speak to a few of you. So yeah, people, come on through, guys. It would be greatly, excuse me, greatly appreciated. But yeah, that was Arsenal's strongest 11, barring one player. Yeah, Thomas Partey. Obviously, Urian Timber probably plays at left back. Obviously, he's out for the season. But yeah, look, that was the strongest team they've got right now that was available to them. So yeah, look, this absolutely must give us confidence into the difficult run we've got. I've certainly taken a lot of confidence from it. Brilliant talent, this young guy. Yeah, so much potential with Cole Palmer. It's massive. Cole Palmer is so good. Yeah, something quite kind of ironic and quite sort of pleasing about Kai Havertz being sat on a bench at Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, and Cole Palmer, being one of the stars of the show. Like we have upgraded. We're obviously not going to go back and talk about Havertz or whatever, but we've upgraded, and you know what? You know, the upgrade in the attack is huge, is absolutely huge, guys. That can't be underestimated. But yeah, Palmer, it's mad, isn't it, with Cole Palmer though, because he's gone from being a fringe player at City for 3 years, pretty much, to one of the front men, to one of the new frontmen of the Chelsea project, and it's really impressive how seamlessly he's taken to it. And that, for me, is always an indicator of a top player. And you know what? There's a moment in the game where, I don't know if you guys remember it, he just started dropping into that number 6 role and dictating the game. You know, this kid's got everything. He's a top player. I'm a huge fan of his. And it just looks like an absolute bargain. It just looks like an absolute bargain. It really does at £42.5 million. So yeah, great stuff. What else we got going on here? Yes, big up my guy. Misha again. Yeah. Should have won the game. Yeah, Cole Palmer is moving mad right now. He is moving mad, people. It's great to see. But what's not great to see, guys, is that no one has called in so far on the call-in show. So people, that needs to improve. That needs to change now. Probably going to go for another sort of 15, 20 minutes or so, whatever. So guys, come on, call in, people. You need to call in and come and have your say. My man of the match, either Cole Palmer or Cucurella. But that would be my two, either Cole Palmer or Cucurella, because both were fantastic, both were brilliant. So it's hard to pick between the two. Palmer was given the Premier League man of the match. No, you can. All you've got to do is hit the link. It's not like a phone thing or anything. You just need to hit the link. You need to hit the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. It's not going to cost you any money or anything like that. So yeah, if you want to do that, then please do. But it's certainly not going to cost any money. You can phone in from anywhere around the world. Darwin Núñez or Nicholas Jackson. Well, right now Núñez is a more complete player and a better footballer. Could Jackson be better than Núñez? Yeah, sure, he could be. But right now, you know, there's not really a comparison. Núñez is performing to a higher level than Jackson. So yeah, that's quite a simple one to answer in that regard. But yeah, I'm just so pleased to see how well Cole Palmer's doing. And I think, again, respect needs to be given to Conor Gallagher as well. Again, brilliant, absolutely superb. Again yesterday. And you know what's weird, right? Is how I don't know how he's done it, but he's suddenly become a really, really important player. And he's showing levels to his game that I don't think many of us thought he had, really. You know, it's a mad one. You know, there's a Gallagher remontada. He's shown ridiculous improvements in all departments, though. And the one thing, do you know what's funny though, is that he's improved in every department, but the one thing that it was associated with at Palace and coming through at Chelsea was goal scoring. And that's kind of disappeared, because at Palace he got 13 GNA. And Poch now start as he's playing Enzo deeper now and Connor further forward, and hopefully he can bring that part of his game back, because if he does bring that back, that makes him a complete midfielder and a quality midfielder. And you mix that in with his attitudes, his standards, his off the ball effort, and his work rate and his nous off the ball. And you know what? I think people need to stop trying to find problems in his game and acknowledge the quality that he's got across many departments. Yes, the goal scoring stuff has kind of disappeared, but the quality that he possesses across so many departments is being greatly underappreciated, I think. And I'll include myself in that at times. You know, I always said that, you know, in the summer I'd have been happy for him to be sold, but you know, more than happy to be proven wrong. But let's get to it, people. I'm going to bring the first caller in. Guys, keep smashing the likes. We're at 40 now. Let's push these likes on to 50. Keep subscribing to the channel, guys. Let's get moving. Right. Hello, mate. How we doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I've calmed down a bit after yesterday. I mean, I did want to draw, you know, before the game started, but yeah. I didn't predict how well we were going to do. The fact we were 2-0 up, it does feel like we lost the game rather than getting a draw.
Yeah, no, I mean, it always will feel like that because when you're 2-0 up, even when you're winning, when you're 2-0 up with 13 minutes to go, and then when you're still winning a game with 7 minutes to go, like that's always going to feel like a defeat when you don't win it, and it was frustrating. But as I've said, I don't think we should let that detract from the fact that for 80 minutes we put in a superb performance. And that's the best performance we've had under Pochettino. It's like that's our best performance in a long time, and it's the first time in a long time as well that we've actually looked competitive against a big side.
Yeah, it was. It was great to see so many good performances on the pitch, and the atmosphere as well in the stadium, even more when Mudryk scored. That was the first time in ages there was actually an atmosphere in the ground.
Yeah,
as well.
Do you know what? In Stamford Bridge is weird. Like for the big games, the atmosphere is always great. Like when the big boys come to town, the atmosphere is great. The fans are bang up for it. But in the lesser games, as it were, when you're not playing the big boys, whether you're playing look back to sort of Aston Villa this season, Forest at home this season, the atmosphere is not great, and that is something that does need to improve. The atmosphere has got to get better at the ground in every game. I'm not saying the atmosphere is going to be amazing. So yeah, like that does need to improve because I think the players can thrive off it. But obviously, I know Sanchez made the mistakes and stuff, and we dropped the points. But I mean, keeping it positive. If there was one thing in particular, mate? What would you say impressed you the most? If you could,
for me, it definitely would have to be Cole Palmer. I mean, he's got a lot of talent for someone who's so young, and he's not even played that many Premier League games either. No. I mean, we know he wasn't in the first team at Manchester City, but to learn from like one of the best managers possibly ever in Guardiola, that's someone who's to learn from already, and now to bring that into Chelsea. And
he's done very, very well. I think he's surprised everyone, like how quickly he settled in, because as I was saying before, like he's kind of gone from a fringe player at City for 3 years, where he's contributed in moments, but he's by no means like a main guy. And he's now one of the main guys and one of the main faces of this new Chelsea going forwards. And he's had such a big impact in such a short space of time. This deal, obviously, football can change quickly, but this deal at £42.5 million on the evidence we've seen so far in this market, it looks like an absolute bargain.
Yeah, and now we've got someone who could take penalties as well, because before that, I wasn't sure who was even going to be taking them.
No, I mean, obviously we had Enzo miss the one at West Ham, and then obviously Sterling wanted to take the penalty, but Palmer. I mean, Enzo told him to give it to Palmer. Palmer stood his ground as well, backed himself, stepped up for the team in a big moment. So yeah, look, lots of positives, as we say. Obviously disappointing to throw the game away, of course, but like after the game, walking out the ground, was fuming, it was annoying or whatever. But like now I've had a little bit of time to think about it. It just like. Yeah, do you know what? It wasn't. It's not terrible. Yes, you shouldn't ever throw games away like that with 10 minutes to go. But like in the long run, I think we can take a lot of positives to this. But we do have to make sure that we don't keep dropping points, because otherwise we will be out of the race for those Champions League spaces. But last thing before I bring the next person in, mate, as yesterday given you like more confidence heading into the run of games we've got?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I know it's Brentford next, and then it's the big ones, but Spurs, and obviously that is away. But if we could like take any positives from that game, we have to take it into the next two games at least. I mean, it is going to get tougher after that. Obviously, Manchester City and Newcastle.
Yeah.
But if we can get something out of the next 2 games, obviously we have to beat Brentford. I mean, if we don't beat Brentford, it's it's not, but not barely thinking about, is it? But I mean,
yeah, no, we do, yeah. That's a must-win game. Simple as that. Simple as that. But mate, pleasure to speak to you as always. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for supporting the channel and myself. It's really appreciated. Yeah. And yeah, mate, I'll catch up with you soon.
Right, thank you.
Cheers, nice one. Right then, people, keep smashing the likes, guys. Let's try and get this to 50 likes if we can. We're still on 40 likes, guys. Come on. Let's move this up to 50 likes, people. Should be light work now. 36 in the building still. Let's get the likes up, guys. It's free and it takes seconds. So please, please, please continue to smash the likes. Let me just get through a few things and then I'll bring the next one in. Connor is a proper athletic machine. The man is he's got work rate for days. He does, but his eye for goals is not really there at the moment. Yes, big up, bro. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I remember, my brother. Thank you for coming and saying hello. Appreciate your support as always. Hope you enjoyed the game, bro. Yeah, everything's good, brother. Everything's good. Hope you're well. Yeah, good to meet you. Appreciate the support as always. Yeah, big yourself up. Hope you enjoyed the game. Yeah, and battering would be great. Need to bat. Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. I tell you what, seeing Todd after the game, right? Man was dressed like he was going to the gym or something. Had like a little blue raincoat on, some trackies and shit. Yeah, mad. Yeah, guys. Yeah, smash the likes, people. You know what to do. You know what to do. Hope Cole Palmer gets goals against Man City would be great. Yes, big up. Love for the support from Trinidad. Big up to all the Chelsea fans in Trinidad. I don't know how many there are out there, but yes, kind of mad the reach that YouTube has and people tuning in from around the world. So yeah, no, respect. Appreciate the support. But let's bring the next guy in. Yes, bro. What are you saying? How's it going?
Good, Charlie. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. What are your thoughts on yesterday? And now that you've had like a little bit of time to think about it, what have you taken? What have you taken from it?
Well, generally, it's basically just more disappointment. Not really anger, just disappointment that we couldn't get 3 points. That would have pushed us to probably 14th on points. So would have been higher than Manchester United, but it's still very, very good performance. Naivety in allowing them to score 2 late goals, but we move. More games, we go.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like we should be seeing games out like that. I think it's clear that with a young team, a lack of experience, a lack of kind of wise heads in that situation. Even when Sanchez makes the mistake, like there's still 2-1 at that point. You can still make up for that mistake as a team. Like we didn't need to then kind of shit ourselves and everything go wrong. So yeah, like it's unfortunate. We'll learn from that. We'll come back better, but we can't keep making those mistakes and giving points away because the league's so competitive this season. We want to be in the Champions League next year. Like Villa are winning today. They're looking like a very good side. Like we have got to improve and get better at seeing games out. But look, there were positives to take. Who stood out for you the most yesterday? Because like even players like Cucurella, a lot of people had written off. He's had a really good last 3 or 4 games, showing the quality he's got. Palmer was great also. I thought the whole front line was pretty good. But if you had to pick like a couple that impressed you, who kind of stood out most?
I'll still lean on Gallagher, Conor Gallagher, and probably say Pochettino because the way we set up was very, 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 very fascinating. Because Arsenal normally they win games by dominating the midfield with that rubbish that Zinchenko does and comes in and makes it a 4. But it was beautiful to set up in a 4-4-2, make the midfield more compact and dominate them. And it was incredible from Pochettino to call that on. And Conor Gallagher just being a machine, like winning the ball, spraying passes. Wow. That guy, he was my man of the match. I'm just saying, that guy is really good.
Yeah, no, he's been brilliant. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, like he's not getting the credit that he deserves still. Like I think people are realizing he's a good player now. And it's kind of weird because like last season, like no one. I don't think anyone would have said that he would go on and start this season how he has and be like one of the first names on the team sheet and start in all the games, etc. People wouldn't have said that, and he is massively improved in every aspect of his game. Yes, if he could add that goal scoring touch back that he used to have, then he'd be even more complete. But it's definitely a real surprise at how much he's improved and how important he's become. But in terms of someone that's not been there that long, I mean, Cole Palmer's taken all the plaudits. How impressed with you how impressed by him have you been? Because I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant, and I think he just doesn't want the tag of young player anymore. From what I'm seeing, because he's playing really well. Even the penalty scuffle, like for him to tell Raheem, I want to take it. It was very, 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 very. It made me happy. So he just doesn't want to be looked at as a young player. He wants to be looked at as a professional, and he's playing professionally, playing very, very good football, and helping Chelsea win games.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro, 100%. I mean, last thing before I bring the next person in, what has this performance yesterday given you more confidence and belief in this team as we head into the tough run of fixtures? We've got Brentford next weekend, but then we know we've got Spurs, City, Newcastle, etc. coming up. Have you taken more confidence? You've got more belief in this team after seeing that yesterday?
Yeah, I think I do, because I always thought it was these fixtures were just game by game. Because if we beat Arsenal, we used to say we can't beat City. If we beat City, we used to say we can't beat Spurs. But I'm just more confident and hope that this naivety leaves us very soon and we can win games even playing badly.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think, do you know what? Like, I'm not saying we're the complete team, but I do agree that like if we can eliminate that from our game, then we're onto something. We are onto something good, and we can start to climb that table quickly, start winning a lot more games. But yeah, bro, thank you for calling in. Appreciate your time as always.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, brother. I'm going to bring the next person in, but yeah, take care and yeah, catch up soon.
Yeah.
Right, let's bring in the next one, people. Let's bring in the next one. Guys, keep running the likes up. We haven't even reached 50 likes yet, people. Come on, 5 more likes. Let's keep it moving. We're going to bring in the next caller imminently, guys. So please keep smashing the like button. Please keep subscribing to the channel as well. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, guys, if you could just run these likes up, people. Let's get it to 50 likes. And let's bring the next one in. Yes, bro. What we saying?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, all good. There he is, bro. Man's got that little picture all sorted out. Bro, you gone for that one? You ain't gone for the Mudryk limbs.
I can't lie. I'm kind of in a bit like I'm running a poll on Insta, by the way, but I can't even change picture on X because Elon's looking at my account on review. Unfortunately. That's a bit. That's a sad one, but
no, it's a sad one, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's kind of peak, isn't it, bro? Obviously, we were both at the game yesterday. What are you saying? We've had a bit of time to think about it now. Have your thoughts from after the game changed much? You still feeling positive about the performance? Obviously,
you know what?
We've thrown it away, but you generally like you still feel that was positive rather than negative.
I can't lie, yeah. After the game, like my heads were gone at that point when we kind of like went off. I would say I think we switched off for the last 50 minutes. I don't know what happened was there, but I just think that these kind of results cannot happen again in the future because you cannot drop the mindset and the mentality when you go 2-0 up. Look what happened when we go 2-0 up against Fulham in the first half.
Saw it out.
Yeah, that's the thing. We saw it up, but it's just too. But it's at that time it was Fulham, but this one is a different kind of team like Arsenal because Arsenal is that one of those teams kind of like if they go 2-0 down, they're still kind of like go for it. That's why they're in the predicament of challenging Man City into the title. And I would say for the first 65 to 75th minute, I would say kind of like we were dominating that game, but once the subs came on, it kind of ruined our momentum because everything the setup was kind of like it went sideways after that.
Yeah, I hear it. Like, do you know what though? I think for me, like the fact that we basically played Arsenal, we outplayed Arsenal comfortably, in my opinion, for what 80 odd minutes, and it would have been an easy win if it wasn't for individual errors. That in itself is massive progress. And look, I do agree with you, bro, on the subs, but at the same time, if Sanchez don't make that mistake, then no one's saying anything about the subs. If you get what I'm saying, but I do like what also, bro. Why do you think he takes Mudryk off first all the time? Because I've noticed that in a few games now where Mudryk's come off and we suddenly don't look as good as a team or don't look as effective. I thought when he went off yesterday, we lost a little bit in the final third.
That's the thing, because that's the part I'm still confusing about, because Arsenal, they were shook in that right-hand flank.
Yeah.
Ben White was shook of Mudryk. And once he came off, I was like, what are you doing? Because we were 2-0 up until 60th minute. You don't have to make an unnecessary sub at that time because we were 2-0 up. If you want to make a subs, if I was Pochettino, like, I'm not saying that he's fully blamed on the performance, on the results yesterday. If you want to make a sub, do it after the 80th minute. Like, the Reece James stuff, I don't have any issue. That's fine. Like, he did the stuff, but he brought on Jackson and Mudryk before even the first goal or second goal came in.
Didn't really need to.
He didn't really need to, didn't he? And he said it himself before the game that Jackson was unfit, wasn't he? That he said.
Well, they said it was like a late assessment, but I don't think he was unfit. I just think he maybe wanted to try something different against Arsenal, because he if you remember, mate, he was playing with that wrist problem before and he was fine, and he had little operation, and then suddenly he wasn't fine. I don't really know, but I mean, do you think, given how well that front three worked without a recognised forward, do you think potentially that could be something we might see a bit more of, maybe?
Maybe. It's if buts and maybes, because against a Brentford, it'll be completely different kind of setup. I feel like the way that we performing yesterday, I think if they were to start a party in that midfield alongside Rice and Odegaard, it could have been a lot different story from the midfield and the final third, because yesterday that was the best complete midfield. Like, we were dominating the midfield yesterday over Arsenal. I don't see Rice at all for the first 70 minutes or so up until that goal.
Yeah,
Odegaard ghosting again.
Jorginho wasn't great either. I thought he was.
Yeah, he wasn't great either. That's the thing. If I was Arsenal fans, I would be pissed with that lineup, because
that's their strongest team available, wasn't it? Other than Thomas Partey, that's their best team.
100%. Like, I'm not sure, because I spoke to Arsenal fans like last 24 hours or so. Yeah, I just think Arteta just overthinking too much on that Sevilla game, because I heard some Arsenal fans saying that the Sevilla game will be much tougher because they do need a win against they need to win against Sevilla, otherwise they're in big trouble.
And it's away as well.
Exactly.
That's a tough place to go.
Facts. Like, plus he got Bukayo Saka yesterday. I don't think he was that fit as well, though. He was overplayed a lot. And
yeah,
I can't lie. If I was 100%. If I was Chelsea right now, I'll go thinking and gonna go on Monday back to the drawing board. You know what, guys? We played good against Arsenal, but can we go on this kind of momentum up against Brentford and then Tottenham, and then before we get into another big boys like Man City,
Newcastle as well, isn't it? Yeah, we got big ones coming up.
The thing.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Sanchez. What are you saying? Obviously, like, I think he's done better than people would have expected him to do since he's arrived. He's not been like outstanding, but he's done okay. But like, it's clear that he always feels like he's got a mistake in him. He seems very nervy when he's on the ball. He doesn't read the room very well in terms of like when he should play out from the back and when he shouldn't. And I think yesterday was a prime example of that. Should have just kick it out for a throw in, go long or whatever. Read the situation. I mean, where are you at? Where are you at with him?
In terms of Sanchez, he might, you know what, he might not be kind of like the best keeper in Europe, like Edison or maybe Allison these days. Yeah, I just think that with Sanchez, it's just one of those kind of like shaky moments he always had in this kind of situation, especially yesterday. Like you don't do anything kind of stupid or silly passes and that, or any hospital passes that can put all other people sorts of trouble, and that is the problem that we're gonna have to face. And if I was Pochettino right now, I'd be fuming with Sanchez. You know what? Let's what he said last night. I think it was spot on. Like, if I was Pochettino right now, I'll go back tomorrow, have a sit down with him. Like, this is your mistakes that you've done against Arsenal. I want you to work on this and this kind of mistake in the training, and then rectify those mistakes. Because at the moment, a lot of people doesn't seem to have a trust on him, and that's the issue. And you got second goalkeeper, is it Petrovic? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, when do you think? Obviously, no one really knows how good he is because not really many of us have watched him play and have watched MLS and seen him play. He needs to get a go at some point. I'm not saying that he should come in for the Premier League games, but I mean, bro, surely he plays against Blackburn.
Oh, 100%. I think he'll start. I think he'll start against Blackburn, and it's a good time as well. Because I do think Sanchez needs a rest. I can't lie. I do think he needs a rest. I feel like last couple of weeks, I think he's not had the best game as of late. I just think he just kind of like one of those, he reminds me of Kepa, but I do feel some of the fan base frustration because we just bought another Kepa basically from Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much better do you think he is though? Because like I look at it, like I've got no problem with us signing a new goalkeeper, but I thought like I was always under the impression that if they're going to sign a new keeper, it needs to be like a clear upgrade. And Sanchez is like certainly better at certain things than Kepa, obviously like commanding his box, collecting crosses, etc., that sort of thing. I'll be honest, bro. I actually think Kepa's, on the evidence we've seen so far, I actually think Kepa's better at his feet than Sanchez is.
That's the thing.
Like
again, I like if you want to compare him to the other goalkeepers that we had in this league, you got Raya, you got Sanchez, you got Onana. I can't like those three reminds me kind of like a headless chickens in their heads, because those three goalkeepers, from my opinion, like they got their bozo genes on them.
Yeah, there's always a mistake in them. You just know. I mean, mate, I don't know if it's just me, mate. Do you feel nervy when Sanchez has got the ball at the back?
Every time. Play up from the back every time. I just don't know what he's gonna do with the ball. It's just like he's just overthinking things. It's just like he's confusing himself. Like, what is he gonna do with the ball? Kind of like, are we gonna kind of like get rid of it or pass it to someone? At the end of the day, it's like 50%, 50%. Like 50% of the time, like he's gonna put other players into trouble. 50% of the time, just gonna get rid of it to the front line. We just don't go with him.
No, it's a tricky one, mate. Last thing, bro, before I move on. What are you saying for this kind of run of games? Are you taking a bit more confidence now from yesterday's performance into this run? Obviously, we've got Brentford next weekend, and we've got Blackburn in the cup. Then obviously we know what we've got coming up. But from yesterday's performance, mate, does that give you more confidence and more hope heading into this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have to, innit? Because like I'm very frustrated the way that we go out. We lost that 2 points, because it's a one of those points that it's a very important moment in the season as well. Like this is already October. We got till the end of the month. We got Brentford at home as well. And then we got that tricky run of fixtures in November that it's not going to be a winnable, all of them for us. But at the same time, we're just going to have to go on a game-to-game basis because we don't know what kind of Chelsea, what to expect. We can have Chelsea performance like we did against Arsenal, and then all of a sudden we kind of switched off against Brentford.
Yeah.
And if you're Thomas Frank right now, he'll be looking at Lips, and then what the heck happened after that 75 minutes? And then let's say if we go 2-0 up next week, I don't want any repeatable cycle again like last night where we kind of switch off. We need to have a consistency performances for the whole 90 minutes. I don't think we have that for the most of the season.
Yeah, no, bro, I hear it. But yeah, bro, I better bring the next person in. I've got to wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the race as well. It's about to start as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, 8 p.m. starting it. Let's hope our boys can do something. But yeah,
amen.
Bro, thanks for coming in as always, brother. And I'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Nice one. Right, let's just get the last one in then, guys. I've got 5 minutes and then I've got to wrap up. But people, keep smashing the likes. We're 1 like away from 50 likes. Please smash the like button. It's free. It takes seconds. And please keep subscribing to the channel as well if you are new around here. It's greatly appreciated. Right, final one of the day then. Rayan, how are we doing, bro? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah, no.
So I'm sorry I didn't come on when the day before it was live. I was so busy. So
yeah, no, it's
I'm
all
back.
good, bro. It's all good. You're back. How are you feeling after yesterday? Disappointed, or just like can you see the positives as well? Because obviously, yeah, disappointment for sure, but also positives there to take.
We are so close. No, actually, the game I saw yesterday, we played better than Arsenal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100% we did. I mean, who impressed you most?
Mudryk.
Yeah.
Copano. Enzo and Casado.
Yeah. That to be fair, they were good. They were good performances all round from pretty much everyone. Obviously, Sanchez not great, but do you know, like there were a lot of positives to take. We obviously played Arsenal off the pitch for 80 odd minutes, which is a big sign of progress. And yeah, look, let's see what we can do moving forward.
Aston Villa beat West Ham.
Yeah, Aston Villa are moving mad as well. But like, do you take confidence from this game yesterday, despite the fact that we obviously kind of threw it away in the last 10 minutes? Do you take confidence heading into this difficult run of games that, you know what, we've shown that we can go toe to toe and outplay one of the best sides in the league? Does that give you confidence heading into the next run of matches?
We're getting there, but slowly, like step on step, push what he's doing. So I think next week gonna put Rick James on
start him against Brentford.
Yeah, you have to. Gusto was sleeping at the back. He didn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, no, look, I think Reece could certainly start against Blackburn, maybe against Brentford. Sorry, or maybe we wait to Blackburn. We have to kind of wait and see. But I mean, you gone?
We have to put Mudryk, Jackson, James, Sterling.
Yeah. I think there's definite. We got good options now. Players are starting to come back. Badiashile to come back. Chukwemeka to come back. Obviously, still without Nkunku. Still got Ben Chilwell to come back. Lavia to come into it. We haven't even seen yet. So, like, there are positives. And then suddenly, once those guys become available again, the options on the bench start to look a lot better. So, I suppose last thing before I shoot is, do you feel more positive about us at the moment now, having seen that yesterday, that we can, we can start picking up points, we can win a few of these tougher games, and we can push ourselves up the table?
Isaac, I don't want to put Mudryk in the bench. They have played first game lineup.
Yeah,
you can do it. If you put Mudryk in the lineup, we can beat them. Like, I think 2-0 or 3-0 or something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hear it. I'm here for it. I fully agree that we can definitely do that. But yeah, mate, I've got to shoot off now. But thanks so much for calling in as always. Thanks for your support. Catch up with you again soon, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day, and catch up soon.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers. Right then, people. Let's round this one out then, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks to everyone that called in. Make sure, guys, you smash the likes on the way out. Get these likes up, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new round here. And guys, there'll be more content coming tomorrow. If you've not checked out the post-match content, make sure you check out the vlog. Make sure you check out 5 things we learned as well. Both those videos are on the channel now, so please go and give them a watch. Smash a like on them, support, share it with your friends, spread the love. But yeah, subscribe, smash the likes, guys. Thanks for your support as always. I'll be back again tomorrow with another live show, so make sure you stay tuned in for that one tomorrow. And guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, up the Chelsea, and peace out, people.